Good evening. So I'm back. I bet you guys miss me. I don't know why I only upload every 3-4 days, but it is what it is. We're back. Bitcoin's not doing much. It's sort of going up slowly. Let's put another trend line on the already trend line chart with so many supports and so many trend lines already. It seems to want to respect this trend line here with quite a few touch points actually. It's a very risky trade to take at the moment because we are looking like we are going to break down. However, however, every time people say that, it just doesn't want to do so, which is crazy. And it looks like it wants to go up on the daily time frame. On the weekly, we are looking topped out. I'm not going to lie. However, the weekly indicators, and obviously you want to buy when it's oversold and sell when it's overbought, but you never know with these market conditions and what comes out of Donald Trump's mouth. Let's just put it that way. Trending coins today: Ethereum, Pepe, XRP, Virtuals, Hedera blockchain, Fetch AI, AIXBT. Nothing out of the ordinary. Let's just put it that way. What is the baby Casper doing today? If we look at Casper, I love the coin market cap layout. I like the way it looks. I like the graph and everything along them lines. It does look like it wants to correct a little bit further. You know, when it did correct here, it almost did come down to 5 cents again. So maybe we are going to get a little pump like we did here. Then we're going to get a correction, and then we may fly higher. You never know with these markets, man. It's definitely going to favour rate cuts. Let's just put it that way. Where are the liquidations actually positioned? If we look at the liquidation map on a day like today, I cannot believe there's so many shorts building up. It's crazy. People are shorting, and it's just causing the price to go higher. Look at this. It's mad. We are in greed, and the stock market on a day like today. What day are we on? We're on Monday, bank holiday, so what? They're not open. Ha! These lot of jokers, bruv. Let's look at bookmarks.
Your father to buy a home. For you, 3 years. That's how long it took your father to buy a home. For you, 12 years. The average home buyer in 2007 was born in 1968. The average home buyer in 2024 was born in 1968. Let that sink in. If you just go to work, you will not be able to afford a home. You need to think outside the box. You need to look for assets that will grow tremendously in the next few years. Crypto movements, guilds, and communities that serve as a counter reaction to boomer negligence and AI uncertainty. 3 years.
I don't want to touch SPS 6900 because of this dude. I actually like the meme, but he is such a cult leader. I don't like it. What if there's no alt season this time? Yeah, you gotta get back to work, bruh. Holy, I can't believe how easy Bitcoin has made getting rich so easy. Why everyone is not buying and holding Bitcoin is beyond me. Every zero point 0.1 of a Bitcoin is going to be priceless in 2 years and maybe make you very rich. Sure, Bitcoin goes up and down, but so does real life. There are only 1 or 2 million Bitcoin left to be mined, and the price will go as Raoul Pal describes as in the banana zone. Nobody's listening to Raoul Pal. Don't be a yellow banana. Open your eyes and your mind and listen to people like Raoul Pal, Michael Saylor, Anthony Pompliano, and many others, and follow content on Bitcoin Zeller and look into the future of money. Please don't be a yellow banana and miss the easiest time in history to become rich and financially free. Take care. This is the easiest time to actually make bread, bruh. But Alt BTC pairs just put in the lowest weekly close all cycle. Those that call for an alt season each week may sound confident and contrarian, but altcoins have been bleeding to Bitcoin almost non-stop since 2021. That is actually disgusting. And he also said on one of his videos I watched that we're going to come down a lot lower, which means Bitcoin may go higher whilst alts bleed further. It's a nasty game we're playing. President Trump has delayed the 50% tariffs on EU until July the 9th. The pump is back. The crypto whale James Wynn is officially bearish. He made like he did a BTC long, now he's doing a BTC short. But some of these whales have no idea what they're doing. You know, they get liquidated. They're actually tapped. Trump agreed to move EU tariffs to July the 9th after recommending 50% tariffs on the European Union starting June the 1st. Trump is just playing silly beggars with us in this market. It's actually so frustrating. Let me try my magic. I think they dropped first to 105k on Monday, Tuesday, then pumped with some manipulated news on conference 27th of May to 108.09. Then input bad news on Wednesday, Thursday drop until 29th, 30th of June. Maybe I can get this too, maybe not, but I don't care because I broke. He has made a few good plays, I can't lie. Mexi, you've gone too far when even business is calling you out on your scams. Give users access to their funds now and stop manipulating the price of Casper. Holy, I've got to get my funds off that exchange, bruh. That's a horrid exchange. That is mad. It's this that has spooked me. GG's if I'm wrong.
Bitcoin cross just flashed. History says dip first, moon later. If that happens, here's the play. Past golden crosses, starting in these years, Bitcoin went up 139% in 2016, 2,200% in 2017, and 1,190% in 2020. Monster moves are the rule. Typical shakeout after the golden cross is common to see a 10 to 15% flush. So this time we're looking anywhere between $98 to $101,000 for the reload zone before absolute liftoff. Remember, US spot ETFs are now vacuuming up almost 10 times the daily miner supply of Bitcoin, making these dips short-lived. When Bitcoin sells off 10%, altcoins historically bleed 30 to 40%. This is flash sale territory. Remember the alts you wished you grabbed last month? The pullback is the redo button and likely your last chance before the banana zone. So here's what you want to do if this scenario plays out. Ladder bids for your altcoins if Bitcoin reaches between $102,000 to $98,000. Let the panic sellers fund your stack. Place bids more aggressively the lower Bitcoin goes. Remember this golden rule. Golden crosses have never printed inside of a true bear market. Momentum, it's up. Golden crosses birth bull runs. Pullbacks are tickets, not traps. Grab the dip or chase green candles later. Deep dive in the link below. Stack smart.
Damn man, what a video. And he's right, because we are about to see, and we have seen a mad golden cross, which means we are going to get a dump, and on that dump in the next week or two is when people are going to make a lot of money, I believe. CT and YouTube are silent as Bitcoin crossed all-time highs, calling tops and writing novels on why we will never see another alt season. Effers are beyond sidelined. This is how it all begins. Bitcoin is down to prices not seen since a few days ago. Those complaining don't deserve what's coming next. If you're still holding, you suffered to get here. This is your time a little bit more. Hold the line. ETH is headed above 12k. Holy moly, if that happens, it's going to be crazy. But he does project a dump first. You see that? I think we do see a pullback, man. 10 to 15%. It has happened. It has been 30 to 40% previously, but we'll see. Bitcoin just entered thrill. Holy. What a time to be alive, man. What an actual time to be alive. We have the opportunity. A lot of us won't do it, but a lot of us have the opportunity to actually make it out of this rigged system. By the way, I never actually shout this out, but let's go on Telegram. You can actually join my Telegram group where we are talking about things like this in more detail. We want to make it stronger, more of a community, but I want to end off on the daily analysis. Bitcoin bounced off our 106k support and reached the 110k liquidity target as we predicted. Stock RSI is still oversold and the RSI is curving back to the upside just below its signal line, which still gives us room to run higher. Liquidity is now forming on both sides. Imagine we'll tag lower area to get everyone scared again, then rise much higher afterwards, potentially to 113k trendline. Well, I'll be looking for shorts. Are we seeing anything of the sort currently? 110 10k, brother. That's mad. Imagine buying this token at $100, bruh.